Have you ever experienced the struggle of living in Japan while feeling completely alone? As a foreigner in Japan, it can be very challenging to overcome the language barrier and cultural differences that often lead to feelings of isolation. We've seen many cases where foreigners in Japan feel lonely and disconnect from reality, which can impact their mental health and overall well-being. With the current social climate, it's important to recognize the silent struggle that many foreigners face and the need for support and understanding. That's why we're taking a closer look at the issue of isolation among foreigners in Japan through the lens of journalistic investigation. We will explore the reasons why foreigners may feel isolated in Japan, the challenges they may face, and the steps they can take to overcome these feelings. We hope to raise awareness and encourage empathy towards those struggling with isolation in Japan. Our goal is to provide helpful resources and tips to those who are experiencing isolation and to foster a sense of community and support among foreigners living in Japan. So if you are currently facing similar struggles, please know that you're not alone. Your emotions are valid and there is help available. Let's start by addressing the elephant in the room. Yes, Japan has its issues. From rigid social norms to a declining population, even expats get frustrated sometimes. But instead of focusing on the negatives, let's take a moment to appreciate the positives. Japan offers a unique blend of ancient traditions and modern conveniences. Plus, it's renowned for its stunning natural beauty and welcoming locals. When it comes to safety and cleanliness, Japan is truly in a league of its own. So as cliché as it may sound, many people still dream of living here. But once the initial excitement wears off, some individuals find themselves feeling isolated, longing for the comforts of home and familiar faces. This is particularly common among foreigners who move to Japan without knowing anyone or having any connections to the local community. Imagine being in a country where you don't speak the language and don't understand the customs. Every day can feel like a daunting challenge. You might struggle with simple tasks such as grocery shopping or navigating public transportation. When you're feeling down, it can be difficult to reach out for help. After all, who would you call? You may feel hesitant to approach locals for fear of appearing rude or ignorant, and you might not have any close friends to turn to for emotional support. Before you know it, you're caught in a cycle of isolation and loneliness. And that's exactly what happened to Kevin, a young entrepreneur from the US who moved to Tokyo in search of new opportunities. At first, he was excited to embrace the challenge of living in a foreign country. But as time went on, he began to feel overwhelmed by the cultural differences and language barriers. He struggled to communicate with his colleagues and felt left out of social gatherings. Before long, he was spending most of his time alone in his apartment, feeling isolated and disconnected from the world around him. However, Kevin is not an isolated case. According to a survey conducted by the Japan Times in 2021, over 60% of foreigners in Japan reported feeling socially disconnected. The good news is that there are things you can do to combat feelings of isolation and build a sense of community. So let's discuss some practical tips that can help. Firstly, you should try to learn even just the basics of the Japanese language. Knowing even a few phrases such as hello, thank you, and excuse me can go a long way toward building connections with the locals. When you make an effort to learn their language, they'll appreciate it and be more likely to approach you and strike up conversation. And trust us, it doesn't take much to get started. With a few basic phrases under your belt, you'll be surprised at how much more comfortable you'll feel communicating with others. Plus, learning a few words of Japanese can open up a whole new world of experiences and friendships. So don't underestimate the power of even just a few phrases. Next, you should try to find your tribe. We mean finding groups of people who share your interests and hobbies. And the best part is that there are plenty of options to choose from. Whether you love hiking, playing sports, or simply enjoying a good conversation, there's sure to be a group out there for you. All you have to do is put yourself out there and start exploring. You could join a local club, attend community events, or even start your own group. If you're still feeling shy, don't worry. There are plenty of online communities as well. Simply do a quick search for groups in Japan that cater to your interests. And before you know it, you'll have found your people. Next, make sure to say yes to invitations, even if it's awkward at first. It's important to step out of your comfort zone and try new things. You never know what kind of people you'll meet or what kind of experiences you'll have. For example, you might meet your future best friend at a karaoke night or discover a new hobby through a local club. And even if the event itself doesn't go as planned, you'll still have a funny story to tell and a new confidence in your ability to navigate social situations in Japan. If you're looking to give back and make a positive impact on the community while also meeting new people, then volunteering is an excellent option. Volunteering is a great way to connect with other people who share your passion for making a difference. You'll have the opportunity to work alongside like-minded individuals and build meaningful connections while contributing to a cause you care about. Additionally, volunteering can help you develop new skills and gain a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. If you're unable to find a group or activity that aligns with your interests, consider creating your own routine or habit. By frequenting the same cafes, parks, or bookstores, you'll become a regular and start to feel more connected to your surroundings. This will help you establish a sense of familiarity and comfort in your environment. And who knows, you might even strike up conversations with others who share the same fondness for your favorite hangout spot. Creating a routine can provide a sense of normalcy and stability, which can be particularly helpful when adjusting to a new country and culture. It can also help you feel more grounded and increase your overall sense of well-being. If you've tried these tips and still feel like you're struggling to connect with people, don't hesitate to reach out for professional help. Talking to a therapist or counselor can provide you with the tools and strategies you need to cope with feelings of isolation and build healthy connections. Remember, seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. And with the right support, you can overcome your challenges and thrive in your new home in Japan. Many foreigners in Japan report feeling socially disconnected, and it's crucial to address this issue and provide support to those struggling with isolation. It's essential to remember that everyone's journey is unique, and there's no one-size-fits-all approach to dealing with isolation. Some people may find solace in religion or spirituality, while others may prefer to focus on self-care practices like yoga or meditation. Ultimately, the best way to cope with isolation is to find what works for you and what brings you joy and comfort. Let's wrap up our discussion today by sharing some words of wisdom from those who've walked the path of isolation in Japan and emerged stronger on the other side. First, listen to this. At first, I felt invisible. Then, I joined a language exchange group and made friends for life. This person's story highlights the transformative power of human connection. Even if you feel invisible and disconnected, putting yourself out there and reaching out to others can lead to lifelong friendships. Don't be afraid to start a conversation with a stranger or join a group activity. You never know who you'll meet and what kind of friendships you'll form. Here's another inspiring story. I started volunteering at an animal shelter. It gave me purpose and people. This individual discovered the benefits of volunteering not only for the sense of purpose it brought, but also for the connections it facilitated. Volunteering allows you to make a positive impact on the world, while also meeting like-minded individuals who share your passion for the cause. It's a win-win situation. So find a cause you care about and give back to the community while also expanding your social circle. Lastly, let's hear this. I forced myself to talk to my neighbors in broken Japanese. They appreciated the effort. This person's experience shows the importance of embracing imperfection and taking small steps toward connecting with others. Even if your Japanese is far from perfect, the locals will appreciate your effort and willingness to communicate in their language. Start with small talk and introduce yourself to your neighbors. You never know what kind of relationships you'll build. As you can see, there's hope for overcoming isolation in Japan. By learning the language, finding your tribe, saying yes to new experiences, volunteering, and reaching out for help when needed, you can build a sense of community and belonging in your new home. Don't forget to embrace the journey. Celebrate small victories and cherish the connections you make along the way. Thank you for joining us today. We hope this discussion has provided you with valuable insights and practical tips for navigating feelings of isolation in Japan. Remember, you're not alone in this journey, and there is support available. If you found this video helpful, please don't hesitate to hit the like button and share it with others.